The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is...
What in tarnation?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for stopping by the Random Green TV YouTube channel today. I want to talk to you guys about something. Well, as I was watching the start of the Packers-Dolphins game, gridiron game, not university, it's actually NFL, so professional gridiron football, I was thinking about what a perfect time. So the Packers-Dolphins reminded me to do a podcast on today's being Thanksgiving in the United States of America and Canada. I think I don't know what it is, but so it's like this, ladies and gentlemen, and individuals, individuals, corporal beings that are a physical form of pretty much the only form we know. I want to talk to you guys something, and forgive me for not being random. Well, it is kind of random because I am going in rambling direction, but it's Thanksgiving, right? So I just mentioned that. I'll get to the point. Come to the point, you're saying, Random Green, hurry up. So, yeah, this is my pen. See? Anyway. It's about being thankful. Being thankful for what you have. And certainly it is nice to be thankful. It is nice to be thankful in this world. And it certainly is to be very thankful. Excuse me, I apologize. Not for being thankful for a cough in there. But, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm beating a dead horse. The CEOs don't care about you. Literally, if you're not in a corporate position and you make the shot, if you don't make the calls, they don't care about you. Literally, they don't. They don't care about you. Corporate, you're just a number to corporate. You're just a number to corporate. I also wanted to say sorry, not sorry for the long the long intro. But hey, it's not like a lot of people are going to be watching this video, but hopefully, or listening, sorry, because it's a podcast. I'm sorry, I should rephrase that. Watching / listening to this video podcast. So yeah, watching. Getting back to podcast, didn't the individuals in the podcast section or podcast take away from basically radio? And I think it's like YouTube took away, didn't really take away, but they did video podcasts. They took podcasts and turned it into a video format. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool that way. So podcast hijacked the idea from radio, essentially. Not really. Technically, they didn't. But in a way, they did, because they took away what they do on radio is talk and a talk show. And then you can turn into a podcast, and you listen to your podcast on your podcast on your iHeartRadio or Google Play or whatever it is. And Spotify, there's podcast shows, I believe. Cold outside, so it's about 16 degrees outside. But anyway, I just wanted to say, being thankful is good and everything, but when it comes down to it, the CEOs, they don't really care about us. If you work for a company, just remember, you want to work hard, you want to put your time in, and you want to do it, but at the same time realize that they don't care about you. They only care about you because you're making them money. And if they're making money hand over fist, really essentially doing not much, especially in corporate, they're just leaders that make the decisions and usually they're not really that. Usually, I'm not saying which company it is, but they don't make a lot of good decisions. They don't care. At the bottom line, it's a corporate employee, and especially CEOs, especially that they didn't even start the company, like the founder. I have a lot more respect. Don't get me wrong. I do have a lot of respect for the founder and CEO, like Jeff Bezos. He's a perfect example. A person who started his own company. Bill Gates, a perfect example, but not some individual that didn't start their own company. And it's like this. But at the same time, I wish they would actually, like Jeff Bezos, would actually pay his employees more. I mean, he's making money hand over fist. Why can't he pay his employees a little more? Again, they don't care. They don't care about you, folks. Being thankful is good. It's really funny. It's really quite ironic how we have to be thankful, but the top dogs when we make money for the company, they don't have to be thankful for us because we're just a number. They don't care. They literally don't care about you. So whenever you're having a bad day where you feel like you're not performing, like you could be performing a little better, don't feel bad. I mean, do the best you can. I'm not saying don't just sit there and do nothing. Like the CEOs, ironically, right? They do nothing all day. Well, of course, I'll take that back. They're on the golf course. They're on the golf course working hard, not work related, of course. So, I tell you what, it's just absolutely crazy how if you ever feel down in this, don't feel down, because at the end of the day, hold on once. Sorry, I sneezed there. I apologize. End of the day, they don't care about you. They only care about themselves. I mean, you need to care about yourself, but when it comes down to it, if you really want people to really work really hard for you, but CEOs just don't get it. They don't have any smarts. They might have book smarts, maybe. But they really don't. CEOs could care less about you. I know I keep on harping on it and saying the same thing, but really, think about it, they don't. They don't care about you. Really quite sad when it comes down to it, Really quite sad. It really is. I just, I really don't know what else to say. And maybe I'll end it on there, or maybe I won't. I guess you'll find out the length of the YouTube podcast or the length of the video podcast. You know, I sit there and I work hard, get up in the morning. You know, the CEOs aren't going to be up that early. Oh, they'll sleep into whenever they want. There's no point system for them. Absolutely crazy. And it's just not it's every company out there. You know, it's every company. Absolutely. So be thankful, even though they don't have to be thankful for you. You're just a number. And at the end of the day, realize that don't try to be too serious in life. So, hey, keep it up. Like I remember Red Green, one of my favorite TV shows. He says, keep your stick on the ice. We're all in this together. Or wait, no, you keep your stick on the ice and that's it. But when he does that, when he does the reels in his fishing rod or something, whenever he gives advice out, he says, we're all in this together. So, yeah, don't worry. It's all good, I guess. Maybe, perhaps. Now I'm just kind of giving you incoherent ramblings, but anyway, remember, if you remember what I said, cool. All right. Thank you very much for listening / watching this podcast, video podcast. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Please hang up and try again.
Hey!